Hello and welcome to another English couple
English couple.
with the lovely Julia.
Hi. And the lovely Richard.
Hello. Now, we're back in the kitchen. Well, we always do the English
Again.
couple from the kitchen, but we're back doing some cooking because this time, we're, as it may have said on the thumbnail or in the description or something, it may have given it away already.
Lemon drizzle.
Lemon Drizzle Cake. We have a lovely viewer, a lovely friend, in actual fact, called Linda Kane. And Linda is such a lovely lady.
She's been a stalwart for quite some time now.
She has. She's supported us and she's coming around for a cup of tea on the day this goes out. We're making this the day before because we're not...
Because timing.
Timing.
Because we want the cake ready for her visit, because we've invited her to come over for a little tea party.
Yes.
Which won't be on camera, because she's not a camera person.
She's not a camera person. However, so we've decided we will make some homemade lemon drizzle cake. So poor old Linda is now going to be subjected to it, unless, of course, it goes completely wrong and we end up buying one, which we hope not to do. So I've taken a recipe from the internet.
Excellent.
And I have here, just for those that want to follow along, a list of ingredients.
I must admit, I've never made it from scratch before, which is silly, because I absolutely love lemon drizzle. It's one of my favourites. It's one of my eldest son's favourites.
So you've made it
I've only ever bought it.
Right, from a packet.
Or made it from a packet, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is kind of buying it.
So we're gonna try and do that. So what are the ingredients?
One.
No,
What-
what are the
oh, the
ingredients?
ingredients.
I keep pointing at it.
Sorry. 170 grams caster sugar.
Yeah.
170 grams, I'm guessing, butter.
Yeah. I need to measure that.
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Eggs.
I know there's a shortage of eggs at the moment.
Is there though? I haven't noticed.
No.
Anyways. 170 grams self-raising flour.
I've got this.
Ta-da! 3 unwaxed lemons.
Yep. I've tried to get the wax off.
4 tablespoons icing sugar.
Yeah. Well, there's icing sugar in there.
That's
and
easy enough
I have a
to do.
tablespoon. So I've made a list rather than having to sort of consult our phone and go, oh, what does it say? What does it mean? I had a quick look.
Good, does it? Bad enough, we know.
Yeah, so we're consulting a bit of paper, and I hope you enjoy the nonsense that we do. So we've got a mixing bowl.
Mixing bowl.
We're going to make the drizzle cake in the bread tin, because I haven't got a cake tin, but that'll be fine. It should give it a nice shape, shouldn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to leave that over there out the way. So, lovely Julia, I'm going to throw the instructions at you, and then you've just got to do the stuff that we need to do.
You want to throw them at me?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Brilliant.
caught them.
Now, so we're going to mix the sugar. That's the sugar.
Right.
Shove into the bowl.
Is that all the sugar?
That's the sugar,
been weighed
yeah.
out, okay.
Just straight in the bowl. No faffing. That's it. Lovely. And now we need to put the butter. Okay, so we've got to measure the butter, and we need 170 grams of butter. So before you do that, I've got a little bit
Put the
of...
greaseproof paper on the scales.
Put that on there. And that's 250, so I reckon you need 3/4.
Just double checking once. No. What was it? 170 grams.
Because the time we're not cutting, so we've got to get this in the oven, we've got to bake it, we've got to then make the lemon drizzle. So I say 3/4, yeah, about there, try that.
Oops. Helps to put the blade of the knife down.
There we are, see what that does, that big bit. Have you? No, you haven't turned that on yet. So this is, well, it's not rehearsed whatsoever. Sorry about this.
Can you tell?
That's 164, that's pretty cool. So we need a tiny bit more. And then we need to slice that up and put it on a plate. Oh, hang on, I've got a plate over here. Or cube it. Well, we've got to cube it. So cut it up on there. That'll do.
74, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. So, right.
Nobody's quibbling.
So, get rid of that. I'm going to just... because I don't want to take forever. And that's why I prepared some of the ingredients as much as I can. And we haven't got a close-up so you can actually see the mess that we're making. But we are making a mess. And that's part of it, isn't it, Julia?
You like making a mess. Mess is good.
Mess is good fun.
I mean, what else are you going to do for the rest of the day except clean up your mess?
Yeah, well, that will be a large part of the day, cleaning up the mess that we make.
Yes, that's what it's like having a 3-year-old cleaning up mess.
Right, so that goes in there. Absolutely, you're well and truly used to that.
Mm-hmm.
And now what you've got to do is mix that together, and I guess with your fingers. Are you all right doing it with your fingers?
Yep.
Do you want me to do it with my fingers?
No, I
Oh,
can do it with my fingers.
Excellent.
Mix it together. Were we supposed to melt the butter?
No, it doesn't say melt the butter. I looked very scrupulously at the thing. It's just got to mix it all up into a bowl, and then it's very nice. And then once you've mixed it up, we're going to get the eggs, which we've got in here. And you're very
Could
good
you
at...
take that bracelet off for me, please? It's going to
How do you take that off?
Just stretch it out.
Oh, I see.
And I'll scoop my hand out of it.
It's lovely Julia didn't know she was going to do all the work, so you weren't really prepared for this,
No,
were
I
you?
just didn't think the bracelet would keep sliding down. But
Ah, there you go. So let's move that out so you can see what's going on. And then we're going to get some... whilst you're doing that, we've got to do some stuff with lemons, because we're going to add some lemons. And I just got to try and remember, what have I got here? 3 eggs, whisk through, sift the flour and fold. Lemon zest of 2 lemons. So we're going to need to... grate up the lemon. I've got a grater over here.
lemon is great.
Yeah. I don't want to put that there. So how's that go? That's going really
It's
well.
going quite well, actually.
Actually, you've done that brilliant. Now we're cooking on a Essie, which is a wood-burning stove. It's a range. I've had it in the kitchen here for about 5 years, something like that now.
No.
And
4, I think.
oh, sorry.
Not
to be pedantic about it, but sometime. But if you could tell me the exact days, that would be
be great,
better.
but no, I can't do that.
I've lit that Essie, and it takes about an hour to warm up to the temperature that you would need in the stove. And I'm using a mixture, for those people who are interested, of oak and ash in there. Oak is very good for long-term stuff. Ash is quite good for sort of a bit more quicker heat.
Julia struggles not to sing the song.
And she is desperately trying
Cash
to
and
sing.
Thorn.
Cash and Thorn,
Oak,
yes.
ash,
Oak, ash and thorn. So, how's that going?
Yeah, my
That
fingers
looks-
are all sticky and
Do you want me
sweet
to
and
take over? Are
buttery.
you happy with that?
No, that's done. I mean,
Right, cool.
what
Right,
more?
we've got to add the eggs now. So we want 2 eggs, lovely Julia.
Okay,
Do you want me to do...
better rinse
Do
my...
you rinse over there and I'll
Whoops.
shove the eggs in. Now, I can't do it the way Julia does it. So I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. 1. And Linda will no doubt have seen this video and thought, I'm no longer going over to see these people because I don't like the idea of eating that. Which, to be honest with you, I don't blame her. I've got a whisk here and it said, whisk it. I don't know how you would whisk that. I have got a wooden spoon.
Good, because I need it.
You see the trouble with these, you read the ingredients. I mean, you really need to see a video these days. It's so much easier, isn't it? Because you can see how the person did it. It's very difficult for them to put into words some of the deeds that they've done. So we got that whisk, eggs, whisk through. Then we add the sifted flour, which is here. It's not yet been sifted. I wish you could see in here. I need to next time bring a second camera and take some shots. Actually, we need what we really need is a sort of thing above here with a camera looking
Oh,
down.
yes, a gadget,
A gadget,
a bracket,
a bracket, a gadget bracket with a camera on it.
a rig. That's the word I was looking for.
A bracket gadget rig.
A camera rig on the
camera
ceiling.
bracket ridge with a that's looking very good. Here, if I hold the bowl.
Then I can go hell for leather.
So that's, you see how easy this is? You do need 2 people, and if you haven't got a young person to help you, then try and get one. It's usually, when I was a kid, it was get an adult, but in these days, it's not so much that. So that's, now it should, in theory, that doesn't look anything like.
No, because we didn't melt the butter, so there's still clumps of butter in there that I didn't squeeze
Oh.
and melt with my hands.
It didn't say melt the butter.
No, it didn't.
It just said shove it in and knead it together. Maybe it just needs a bit
it
longer.
said
Shall we
knead
do-
it. Did it specifically say knead it?
No, it didn't say.
I was going to say, because if it said knead it, then I did the right thing.
I
But
think it means that you put it in a machine.
oh, a mixing machine.
You
Yeah.
probably, it just says whisk, so I'm going to
Oh.
whisk it a bit more violent. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? No, I mean you
It does,
did.
no.
You did the hard work of doing the jiggle. Right.
You've got the extra power in your lovely manly arm.
So I'm going to get you now to
Everyone
sift
vomits
the
in the
flour.
audience.
Don't let them vomit. It's very nice. Doesn't look like vomit at all. And we're going to then fold it through. It said that's right. So hang
Right,
on.
so you need to...
Sorry.
Do you mind?
I know.
Do we just...
Right. Stop it.
I'm going to drizzle it on you later.
Yes, I'm sure you will. So I'm just rushing against time, you see. Right, we sift the flour into there, and then once the flour is in, we fold it. I don't know what they...
All of it at once?
Yes,
Yeah,
all of
you
it. No,
literally
just all of it.
fold.
Just get on with it.
All right. Is that an order?
Yeah, no, it's not an order. It's a heavy request.
Good, because we know what happens
Yes,
when I get
know.
ordered.
I know. I live with the problem for years. Right. Does it just mean stir it?
Fold.
Fold.
So fold, fold. That is supposedly folding.
That is supposedly folding. That sort of weird action like this.
From what I saw of Delia when I was a kid.
Right. Marvellous. So
I
we've
don't
done
know if
that.
I've done it very
We've
well,
added
but-
that. What else have we folded it? Add 2 lemons, zest, and the juice of 1. Right. So 2 lemons we want the zest of and the juice of 1 of them.
We've
Which
done
is-
it again. We're cooking
Yeah.
without our pennies.
Yeah, we haven't got the pennies. Nobody bought us any, so that's that out of the way. Right, hang on a minute. Where's the... Here it is, warming up nicely. Right, that's enough of that. Quick. Get rid of the spoon. Which end did you use?
The tiny... What?
What?
What do you mean?
Yeah. So we've got to get a lot of this in. In her... in the pictures, the zest was longer than this. The grating, I think, was... I mean, it was lovely. It was very artistic. Beautifully done. I didn't watch. I saw the pictures of these long, curly bits of lemon that look marvellous. There's a lot of... Linda, I hope you're appreciating this. There's a lot of blood, sweat and toil going into this.
I have a zest in my hair.
Excellent.
I think some... sorry,
Right.
getting rained on.
So, I haven't done all of that, but if you could...
Lovely jubbly.
it says the juice of 1, so,
Right, so chop
using
and
the
squeeze.
juicer is just over there. And whilst you're
If I
doing...
may just borrow that.
Yeah, have that.
And then that.
And, yeah, have that too.
I can move those
Yeah.
over there. Somewhere.
Oh, this is all for... Oh, I nearly did the wrong end then.
Don't do that. Dun, dun, dun.
It did say the juice of... the zest of 2 lemons. This does...
Just do it lower down.
Well, I want the audience to be able to see what's going on.
True,
you see.
but we'd like some to land in.
It's going. You concentrate on what you're doing, and I'll concentrate on what I'm doing. Thank you.
It's coming out on your blind side, though. That's why I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, yeah, there's some on there. We'll scoop that up. Don't worry about that. Look, there's tons in here, ladies and gentlemen. We do need the
Because I was
second
catching
camera. Pardon?
Because I was catching.
Oh. There we go. Look at that. Marvellous.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I really like how that looks, though.
Yeah.
You know, you might have liked how the long
There's
strands.
a lump of cheese in there.
Again,
Right.
that old joke.
That old joke. Did it
It's a bit
marvellous.
cheesy now, isn't it?
Right, so
That's
you
terrible.
can't really see that,
I
ladies and
apologise.
gentlemen, but that is what it is inside, a load of yellow and squash. And I can tell you the aroma of the orange, the lemon even, is beautiful. So how are we doing with the juices of 2?
Yep.
So then it says stir and put in the tin.
Juices of 2.
The
Oh, yes, 2 lemons
2
juices.
lemons, and yes, it's all right, just shove that in when you're ready. Because once we've got to this bit, we will go wibbly wobbly wobbly because we're going to put it into the oven and then it cooks. And once it's cooked and it's still warm, we pierce the top and put the drizzle. But we've yet to make the drizzle. But there's no point making the drizzle until you're ready to put it on the thing. Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Excellent. There's only 1 orange.
Right. Okay, well, I did spill some on the table, so.
It's only we'll make some orange juice out of that. No, that's too much lemon. Anyway, whatever. Otherwise, it'll be the wrong amount.
Wrong consistency.
Yes, look. It said 2 zests of 2 lemons and the
Right.
juice of 1.
Okay. Well, like I say, I did spill some, so I think that.
Could you fill that with paper?
Sure.
So what we are going to
This
do? Yeah, just shove it on the floor somewhere out the way where nobody knows. This is how we rock, ladies and gentlemen. We're like this all the time. That's the sad reality.
No, we're a little bit more together than this.
Yeah, it's just that when you've got a time constraint. This looks nice. There might be a bit lumpy, but I think those lumps will be all right. We'll give the lumps to Linda anyway. She's not watching. She's probably put her head in her hands, horrified. So
Well, she.
the recipe said to either put butter, what do you call it when you oil up the inside of the tin?
Lard.
Grease the tin. You can grease the tin with something,
Grease the tin with something.
or you can use paper the way that Julia is doing, which looks like she hasn't quite got enough paper.
Fold.
She's got a special way of doing this.
I can't remember how I used to do it.
We'll just shove it in. It doesn't really matter because of the time. Brilliant.
Shove it in.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Shove it in.
Yeah, that's what I do that with my bread. Here we go. Pour that in. If you've got any advice on how to make a successful cooking program,
Oh, successful cooking program.
yeah, do tell us, because I fear that my somewhat rushed demeanour and Julia's somewhat relaxed demeanour is perfect for comedy, but may not be great for cooking.
Good recipe for silliness.
So yeah, there we are. Look at that. Mix that in, push it thoroughly down, and you have in this pan a lot of imagination and banging.
Pure imagination. Or something about nothing.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the cake. So we are now going to put that.
Sorry.
We are now going to put that into the oven, and we'll see you in a minute. And here we are back. Oh my goodness, that was interesting.
It was. It didn't quite go.
Didn't quite go to plan. We shoved it in the oven. In actual fact, it was in the oven for about 40 odd minutes.
Yeah.
But we continually had to check. It's very difficult with the Essie to know, with a wood burning stove mine, exactly what the temperature is. So it's a bit of trial and error.
Yes.
But we think we have something, a cake on a plate.
Yes.
So
Well, we know we have a cake-ish thing on the plate.
yes, looks like a brick, but
Don't know how good it is.
don't know yet.
It
how
looks
good
okay.
It looks lovely. Smells delightful.
It does.
And whilst you were away, well, you weren't away, but whilst we broke, we have made up the drizzle.
Yes.
So that was, I can't remember, 2 lemons
and
four
4
tablespoons
of icing sugar.
Icing sugar. And if you heard that with both of us talking over each other,
Then well done.
well done. Yes, 2 lemons and 4 tablespoons of that. So, and you boil that for about 1 or 2 minutes, stir it up, and we actually...
Till you get a nice little light syrup.
The light syrup. We think we've got that, but we've got tons of it in there.
Yeah.
Because we weren't quite sure. So the lovely Julia, and then when the cake has cooled down a bit, you're supposed to poke holes all the way around like a pin cushion.
Which you've done.
Which I've done, but with a skewer, which I didn't have. So I found a bit of old wire, a bit rusty old wire. A nail actually would have done it. A thin nail. I didn't think of that. So we have, so now it's still warm, but not cold. We're supposed to drizzle it.
Warm but not hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not cold either.
Not cold, yep.
Yeah. So we're going to drizzle that because the idea is that whilst it's still like that, it will absorb all as much of the thing. So this might take
go?
Yeah, go. But I would do it slowly so see if it goes into the cake. Oh, it is.
Yep. Did a good job with the piercing.
So yeah, we just drizzle that all on. No, you're
Interesting.
doing brilliantly. I think that's going to be Linda. I don't think we're going to poison you.
No,
Then-
not this time.
Not this time. And then once that's done, you're supposed to let it go cool down before you actually serve it. Though we're going to be a bit cheeky and cut off just one end and sample that. And I'm going to find a knife in which to do that with.
It's not like any drizzle I've made before.
No, because this is homemade and not commercially produced out of some packet that is uniform and everything has to be the same. You can imagine that people's homemade cakes up and down the land throughout history were all so different.
Yes.
I think it looks very nice, personally.
I think it does too. It'll probably look even better because I'm used to it having the appearance of crystallised sugar
the drizzle,
on
you mean?
top. Yes.
Yes.
On the lemon drizzle cake.
And have you made the lemon drizzle this way, or have you just has it come out of a packet?
No, it's I have made it up, but this way it was novel.
So what would you make it then? Differently, different ingredients. Can't remember. It doesn't matter. Right. Time's running out. Sorry, my dear. Shove it all on.
Shoving, shoving, shoving.
Right. We turn that round, and I'm going to cut a tiny piece off the end, and somehow pour that on, and slice that in half. Now, bear in mind that might be a bit hot, but the proof, as they say, is in the pudding. And a couple of teaspoons.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
That might be the answer.
So I always say it like you said it, and then after the fact, I always remember.
Somebody will correct you.
Yeah,
so, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed our little soiree. We're going to try now a bit of that. The cake does look like it's cooked. It does look like there's plenty of drizzle. I'm just going to grab a bit more drizzle from that end. And
me too, then. Copycat.
Oh my goodness. Linda, there may not be any cake when you actually arrive. Because
very lovely and lemony.
I tell you what, it's particularly nice warm.
Well, we can rewarm it tomorrow, can't we?
And it would make a lovely sweet as an after dinner thingamajig, would it not?
It would.
So there we are. Lemon drizzle cake. The easy way. As we say, this show is not so much a cooking show. It's more of an argumentative show. And if you enjoyed the nonsense of us, ça va. Until next time, from Julia and I.
Bicker with you later.